do. We got to figure out how.
President Biden's win in the Democratic presidential primary was never in doubt. Neither was former President Donald Trump's victory in the Republican contest. But the story going forward for President Biden are the tens of thousands of uncommitted votes.
You know, what is the message nowadays? Ceasefire in Gaza. That's the main concern of everybody. We need to cease fire immediately.
Today, my message, I'm coming to vote, and I'm going to put uncommitted. Because the politics we have need to change.
Uncommitted is a protest vote by Arab and Muslim Americans, as well as progressive Democrats in Michigan, of the Biden administration's handling of Israel's war on Gaza. The goal was 10,000 votes, but this election had already set a record for early voting turnout. And the early vote count in uncommitted, the tally had already topped 20,000.
The eyes of the nation are on our state today. We know that the eyes of the country will continue to be on Michigan throughout this presidential election cycle.
Both Biden and former President Donald Trump, if he wins the nomination, will have to win Michigan when the U.S. holds its general presidential election in November. The uncommitted voters are not endorsing Trump. They recall Trump's so-called Muslim ban. The uncommitted vote is a rejection of Biden's policies. And if these voters decide to stay home in November, that is a huge problem for Biden and the Democrats.
4 years ago, I voted for Joe Biden. It was important that we vote to get Trump out of office. And today, I feel very disappointed in Joe Biden, and I don't feel like I did the right thing last election.
Emotions are running high in the state, and the voter turnout confirms it.
Wow, that is really something.
Trump, fresh off his win in South Carolina over the weekend, again defeated his only challenger, Nikki Haley, in Michigan.
Look, I will continue to take the cuts and the bruises and the pain and the insults, because I think America's worth it.
In the general election, Michigan went for Trump in 2016 and Biden in 2020. While the general election is months away, it is this Michigan primary that gives an insight into the mood of Democratic voters on Israel's attacks on Gaza, the subject that's dividing Democrats, as Michigan remains the must-win state in 2024.